Hey, it's Bridget. I have not been on here in a long time. How are you guys doing? I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about your mood and how it affects your workouts, and also answer the question about whether or not you should work out when you're sick. And I've been going through a lot of this past month, so it's on my mind, and I want to share with you some things that I've experienced in the hopes that it will help you if you are facing something similar. My name is Bridget Krasowski, and I help busy people figure out ways to make time in their day to work out, to eat clean, and to sleep more soundly so that you feel better about yourself mentally and physically. See, it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos. I can't even remember what my own tagline is. Anyway, so the past month for me has been a lot of travel, and I think it finally caught up with me because I have a little bit of a cold, feeling kind of run down, and it caused me to think a lot about working out and how my mood affects whether or not I want to work out or not. So I think when things are going generally well and you have a routine down and you're feeling the benefits of working out, that builds. It does. I know that it does. I've experienced it. If you've gone through this, you've experienced it too. And you get to the point where you start to see the return on investment of the time that you're working out, and you actually look forward to doing it, and you want to do it because you see how much better you feel, how much energy you have. You notice your clothes fitting different, you're more patient, all of the positive side effects that come with working out. But what if you're in a period where it's high stress because of family, because of your job, because of travel, and what if you're just going through a funk and you're not in the mood to work out, you just don't feel like it? Then it has the opposite effect, right? Because it's so easy to just talk yourself out of a workout. I find that. And I know I've talked to a lot of you in my online accountability groups about knowing when that sweet spot is for you, and knowing how many days you can go without doing some type of physical activity before you just fall into a trap, and then you just wonder, you can't remember when the last time was that you worked out. So for me, it's 2 to 3 days. If I go 2 to 3 days without working out, then I get the red flags in my head, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do something about this, because it's gonna be that much harder for me to get back on track. So what do you do? So you're in a funk, you don't feel like it, you don't wanna work out, you're traveling a lot, you're stressed. I think on some level, we know that working out is going to make you feel better. On some level, we know that because the facts back it up. Our own experience backs it up. Science backs it up. Research backs it up. We know that working out does all sorts of amazing things for us and makes us feel better. So why is that the first thing that falls off the raft when life gets crazy and we think that we can't possibly find time to work out, right? It's all about how we make our choices and what we prioritize, and too oftentimes the things that are the best for us fall off first, whether it's healthy eating falls off because it's easier to grab fast food, or because your workouts fall off because you would rather sleep or just lay on the couch and binge watch. Can we talk The Tudors? Because that has been my life recently, The Tudors nonstop. So good. So anyways, and also if you're sick, right? So the rule of thumb that I use for how to know whether or not you should work out if you're sick, okay, obviously listen to your body. That's first and foremost. If your body is telling you don't do anything, then listen to your body and don't do anything. Other signs are if you have a fever, if you have aches and pains, obviously if you're throwing up, clear signs, don't work out. If you just have a bit of a head cold or maybe a headache, you can still probably work out. The big red flags to avoid, again, fever, nausea, throwing up, that type of thing, body aches, don't work out. But if you have a head cold, I've been working out and I haven't felt all that great, a head cold, but I can still move. I'm not in bed, I'm still going to work, I'm still functioning even though I have a head cold. So those are some rules of thumb to think about if you're sick and you're wondering whether or not you should work out. In terms of, back to the original point of getting out of your funk, whether it's just you're not feeling it, or you're crazy busy with life, or you've been traveling and you're finding it hard to get into a routine of working out for a variety of reasons. Number one, don't beat yourself up over it, because that's not going to help you. It's not going to do any good, and why waste the time and space and energy in your mind? It's not worth it. Don't beat yourself up. Do the best you can. Try to find little successes and little victories every day. Figure out something that you can do and then celebrate that and be excited for the fact that you did something minor no matter what it was, because doing something is better than nothing. And then really just talking to yourself and getting into a positive mental mindset, acknowledging the fact, that's what I had to do. I had to acknowledge the fact that blah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not very excited about my workouts. I'd rather watch The Tudors. and sit here and eat microwave popcorn. Okay, so I acknowledged it, and then I was like, okay, but how do I want to feel in my clothes? How do I want to show up in my life? Lazy, tired, lethargic, in a bad mood, impatient? No, like, and it's not just as easy as that, as like one conversation. I think you have to have it with yourself a couple of times about thinking about how you want to look, like what's the end state of what you want to look like. And exercise is going to help to get you there because it's going to increase all the good things about how you feel and how you look, not just how you look physically, but just how you show up. Your skin is gonna be glowing, you're gonna just be happier, you're gonna have more confidence. All these things are good things. So think about the end state, about what you wanna be, and think about, is binging on the Tudors and sitting with microwave popcorn and wine gonna get you there? Probably not. Like, I'm not saying don't do that ever. You guys know me, I think, well enough by now to know that all things in moderation. But if you're in a funk, acknowledge it, and then imagine the end state of how you want to be every day and how you want to show up, and realizing that exercise and some physical activity is absolutely going to get you there. So that's what I wanted to share with you today on this live video. I hope it's helpful for you. It's what I've been going through recently. So like always, I want to try to share what works for me in the hopes that it works for you as well. I'm going to be sharing more information later this week on Thursday about my next online accountability group, and I hope that you'll join me for that. We're going to be starting next Monday, which I think is March 13th. So yes, it's going to go through St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to talk primarily about alcohol, its effect on your body, and how you can have less of it. We're going to talk about the importance of sleep and a few other things. More details to come on Thursday. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday.